So, so you talked about how, working at Serverless Guru, and that's where you're doing the bulk of your cloud development as an engineer. And just wanted to talk to you a little bit about like, what is it like working, uh, like, do you primarily work in a team? What does your workflow look like? I think one thing I wanted to have you talk about was like, what does the day in the life of Serverless Guru look like? And then you can also throw in some things that maybe like aren't the day in the life. What are some of the things that pop up and you get to do that you enjoy or have some context on?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is that at Serverless Guru, we have a very good understanding amongst each other. Yeah. So there's we get each other. So we don't have to have really long meetings convincing each other of stuff. And so a day in the life might be I'll spend 15 minutes in the morning just throwing up on Slack what I think I'll be working on that day. And then I'll probably call throughout the day. I might have quick calls with other people just to ask what they're working on and if there's anything that I can help with. And that's just a quick part of the day. And then from those calls, I might hear like, oh, you're facing that problem. I just recently solved a similar problem and maybe this would help. So some sort of quick brainstorming. And then in terms of working on client projects, I might have a call with the client like once or twice a week to see what they currently care most about and what I also might suggest they care more about. Like, have you thought about these security things? And then actually doing development work. We have a growing team, so I try to pass off as much development as possible so that I share the fun. But if there are like some things that I know I can really knock out because I've done that particular AWS training, for example, then I'll just spend a few hours and do that part. And then writing articles and studying. That's one thing I love about Serverless Guru is that we have time to continue training constantly and write about it. And writing about it helps me learn it better too. And then it's exciting because it turns out not that many people write about these things, especially because it's sometimes cutting edge stuff like some of these services just came out. And then the articles will get a like from the people at Amazon who wrote these services, and that's always really exciting.
Yeah, that's always fun.